The Apostolic Nuncio to Nigeria, Archbishop Michael Francis Crotty, has described Pope Leo XIV as a man of many talents, and as such, the Church should expect some reforms and great impacts. He disclosed this to CTV News crew during an interview at the Nunciature.
Mission. He's a missionary, and when he came here to visit his confreres in the Augustinian order, the Augustinians here came to Nigeria first to evangelize, to bring the gospel to the people. And as well as the church and the faith is implanted and developed in Nigeria, Nigeria is still a huge country. There are still many parts of Nigeria that have yet to be evangelized, and even meeting people who visited in the southeast and in the east. There are parts of there that are still in the interior parts of the country that still need to be evangelized, and so there is. So I think that's important, and that probably would be something of that it will bring to Nigeria. And I think, as I said earlier, his confreres, the Augustinians, will be very pleased, and I'm sure he has many of them on speed dial, and that they will be phoning him, and they know him, and I've been listening to programs on the radio and the television, people interviewed from the United States who know him, and they know him as Father Bob. So now for them to get to know him as Pope Leo now. So I think he will bring all that to Nigeria. And I think Nigeria, because we have some people in Nigeria now who know the new Pope very well, yes, they will be able also to first-hand account of what's needed, what's the mission in Nigeria. He will act in the interests of the United States. That's what his country, as he does, and he's very forceful about that. But the Pope is a moral authority, is a religious leader, and it is the mission of the Church to be above the fray of politics, of party politics. But it must also be constant witness to the truth, to dignity, to justice, and I think the Pope Leo will continue doing that. He's already been doing that previously in his ministry as bishop and priest, and so I think that's the important thing. I mean, all the popes, the immediate popes, the popes that I've known, Pope Francis, Pope Benedict, Pope John Paul, they had huge respect throughout the whole world. They saw them as a moral authority in a world that doesn't have maybe one single counterpoint. So, which is a truly amazing thing about the papacy. While he's the leader of the Catholic Church, he also has much respect from beyond that. And so I think that's important to have, that there is a different grounding in the world. And I think the Pope has the teaching authority as being this figure that stands above all that, and gives him this opportunity to point to other realities, heavenly realities, moral and spiritual values, and so he is a priest, literally pontiff. The supreme pontiff means the high priest. He's the high priest, and so he has a different role from politicians. So